Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. In today's video we are going to work with the sunset butterflies that Spellbinders had kindly sent me, and many other beautiful products with it. And one of them is these wonderful scallop labels and tags. Look at how many you get in here. I cut this tag out right here. You could write a sentiment on the back if you wanted to, or, you know, of course there and inside of your card, however that you want. But I thought that looked so cute just tucked in there. You could tuck it in at an angle or straight, however that you'd like. Looks really cute like that. But we'll go ahead and design this card together. Now, we're going to do a lot of better pressing. I wanted to say also with this has the little tag here. Okay, so you could put like a little sentiment in here and layer it on top, and then it has a little hole to make the little, you know, like a little loop through it or something like that. So Spellbinders has come out with some really nice sets like this that are great for tags or background or you know, just card making in general. You can make out of this large one, you could make a big card out of that. So just really fun. And I've been trying to use them as much as possible to show you guys. So let's start with the tag. This is the one that I used right here. It is 5th from the largest in the collection. And that's what I cut that out with. It's just Nina White cardstock. I get it on Amazon. And so is my card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let's go ahead and do just a little ink blending around the edges there. I'll get a brush. And I'm going to use, I don't even remember if I used the, yeah, I think I did use the Lemon Drop, Gina K's Lemon Drop, I believe I used. Use whatever color that you'd like. And I just went around the edge and I left the center white. We'll work on this tag first. This is a fun card to put together because we buffalo press, or we better press with the buffalo plate. I love that buffalo plaid. As you can see in many of my videos, I've used it a lot. I like anything for a background, something different for a background. Just really easy. And leaving, like I said, we'll leave the center white on this. And I'm just going to kind of let my excess ink kind of go in the center there. We are good to go there. Let's clean that off. I have just a little squirt bottle with some alcohol. That'll clean that right off of that glass mat. I'll tell you, I've worked on a lot of mats before, but I would tell anybody, if you're getting into any kind of paper crafting, get a glass mat. I'm going to use my Mini Misty here, and I'll just place that in here on an angle. And let me get my, do I have my stamp set? Let's see, where did I put that? I took out my sentiments to show you. Let's talk about that first before I go ahead and hunt this stamp set. I know it's around here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. But the sentiments come from the Stampendous, all the sentiments, and they have dies with them for the sentiments that are in bold. So I did Hello You Are Fabulous. Isn't that fun? I like that. Let me just take that Are Fabulous out and we will stamp that in just a minute. So that's just fun to do. And then I took from the Sincere Sentiments this beautiful little greenery, floral, whatever you want to call it, spray. right there, and I thought it looked really cute here. And I know that this is a sympathy set, but you don't have to use that for sympathy, which just makes a beautiful sympathy card with these sincere sentiments. So let's take this out. And I'm just going to place this right here. As you can see, my little stem came, I'm going to let that come off of my tag, just like that. And I'll just get some black ink. Stamp. I think I'm good. Let me just press it again. You don't want to add too much and press too much, because then you could get like, it gets, I think that's good enough, honest. You know, because then it can spread. And that I don't want. Move this to the side here. And we'll get that sentiment in just a second. I want to go ahead and color this with some alcohol markers. Just because I still have my Stampin' Blends. I just use them because that's what I have. Use whatever that you have. And I'm just going to use a light and a dark in the green. Might not be too great to put a sentiment on the back of this, because this will show through. Alcohol markers always go through. Ooh, I got a little black on that, didn't I? We might have to rectify that with a... I'm going to put some sequins in a little bit. But you know, when you're doing things like this, use what you have. You might want a watercolor. Then you would do this in watercolor paper. You know, you might not have alcohol markers. You might have some pencils. Then just use, you know, use your pencils. Or you might just want to keep it like this. You know, just with the black outline. That looks wonderful also. And I'm not a colorist. I just am a crafter. So I just look for simple ways to do things most of the time. At least I try to. I like fast results. So, you know, when I started to watercolor, that was a stretch for me. Because sometimes it takes you a hot minute to watercolor. You know, if you have a lot of small areas. I'm just going to come down the stem. And because it's an alcohol marker, it will just blend into itself. Not going to do any blending, just coming down the stem just to make it a little bit darker, just to define it. And any kind of an alcohol marker that you get, you can use light and dark. Some of them have them on the tips, you know, like one tip is the dark and one tip is the light. Everybody has their own thing going on, right? And now I want to pick up a little bit of blue right there. Let me get that. You know, like every company has their own little deal going on how they make their product. And of course, you know, from what I hear, I've never had any, but I hear that Copic is like the best. But honestly, for what I do, that is a huge investment. So, maybe someday. There we go. Just like that. Just that easy. Just little dots. Now, let me see about my little boo-boo there. I have my Tombow eraser here. I don't know. Oh, I got lucky. Let's see. This is like a little sanding eraser. Okay, and it does take off some of the paper sometimes. That's okay. We're going to rectify that in just a second with some ink. At least you'll see me fix a boo-boo, right? Let's try to get this off. Okay. Hey, not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, let's bring our ink back in here and our brush. And I'm just going to ahead a little bit more. There we go. Best we can do. Okay, now let's go ahead and put it back into the MISTI. And let's put it this way now. And like my Hello You, I'm not going to put these on yet. I'm just going to kind of place them. And then our Fabulous will go right here. Wonderful. Okay. Hello, you are fabulous. I love that there's grid out here so that you can see, get my ink, if you're straight or not, but then you know me. I always say I've got my eyes are crooked. I don't know. So, there, perfect. That's all we have to do there. I'll put this to the side. And let me get this ink off my fingers real quick. I didn't want to get any more on here to make any more boo-boos. That came out nice. All right. Here we go. Now, I have the little foam squares, the small ones from Spellbinders on the back. And I'll put my hello right here. And it can hang off if you want. If not, you know, however you want to put it. And then our U. I'll put that right there. Hello, you are fabulous. And our tag is ready to go. Okay, let's put that to the side. I'll put that up there so I don't mess anything up. Now, where should we go next? We should go to BETTERPRESS. Let's get the Buffalo Plaid out. This is a very large plate, okay? And I love to BETTERPRESS. Now, because this is a large plate and I want the entire front to have that color, I'm going to just take a piece and I'm just going to roll it up and stick it here in the center. I'm going to take my paper and put it right here. Okay, now that's good. All right, let's put our plate right here, and it's just a little oversized from the A2. Try your hardest to get it as straight as you can. I think I'm okay. I'm watching my grid. I'm using the color Coastal. Let me make sure I have, yes I did, okay. I want to make sure I had another piece of my paper. So I'm going to use Coastal and I'm just going to color this up. And we will be cutting it down because my base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. My black piece is 5.5 by 4 1/4, the full card front. And then I cut the BETTERPRESS piece down to 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, just to give us that teeny tiny bit of a black border. I didn't want the full 1/4 of an inch. There we go. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and BETTERPRESS at the bottom. When you pick this up, hold the handle, put your hand underneath it, because this is springy. You don't want it to just keep touching that ink, right? Until we send it through the platinum. So that's what we're doing right here. And because this is a full plate, and I want really good coverage of that ink, I'm coming back the other way. We should be okay. At least I was when I did it the last time. So, let's see how we do. Yes, that looks great. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to take this off of here. Now, the only thing I did, this always tears the paper, guys. I just can't even. But you don't see it on the other side. You just don't want to make a hole, right? The only thing that I did here was I cut a piece. I just did like a little triangle of the paper. And, oh wait, again, I want to use, because I want it on the entire triangle, okay? So I'm just going to stick this back here. And I'm going to put this into the A2 kind of corner, but just up a little teeny tiny bit. Do you see how I have that just up off of that mark just a little bit? There you go. And now I'm going to take my coastal and I'm going to ink this side up. Just like that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Look at that. I did it on the wrong side, right? Because when you flip this over, it's always the other side. So, don't rip. Okay. We'll go like this. And we'll roll this up. And we'll put this back here. Okay. Sorry. Forgot. It's always backwards. And again, I have it up off of that A2 line just a little bit. Now when we flip it over, it's going to be perfect. And we know it's going to be perfect. Get some things out of the way here. Okay. Now this time, roll it through. And I'm going to come back on it again. It's a nice solid plate, you know, so it's not like you're going to get a lot of shifting. If it was a sentiment or something small, then I would worry. I would be concerned. Oh, came out great. It's exactly what I wanted. Good deal. And because it, you know, it presses it, it really does press it. Okay, now I want to clean. Extreme clean. I show this all the time, but I'm telling you, it really breaks down this ink. I did one the other day and it was totally black and it really broke it down. And it was on this buffalo plaid. And I noticed too, if you let it sit just a little bit, it really breaks that ink down. And too, if you go back a second time, it even gets more of it off. There we go. But we'll be happy with that, won't we? Get my cloth. Look how nice that comes. Did I say it already? Use the code Melanie15 for 15% off. Miss Melanie Smith, that is another influencer that she and Justine Dvorak do the BETTERPRESS babes, which I love watching. I've learned so much from them. Look how nice that is. You know, I mean, it's really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, let's move that aside. My cloth and this. Here we go. Now, I want to add just a little bit of black to the back of this because, of course, it's going to just melt into that. Okay, it's just going to melt right into it. And I don't want that. So, get my trimmer. I have a scrap piece of black here, and I'm just going to hold it here, honest. There's no measuring done. Just hold it. And I'm going to bring it up here onto my trimmer and just kind of look at it. And I think I'm good. Might be a little thick. Let's come over just a hair. Okay, right about there. And I'm going to cut. There. It's that easy. And it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. There we go. Let's see how many things I can knock off of my desk at one time. And I'll use my nice glue bottle here from Spellbinders. I really like this glue bottle. I like that because I make videos, my hand is far away now from the tip. So I'm just going to add this here. Okay, let's get our card base here. Black. Let's put this down first. I need to cut that. So we're going to cut that at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. This piece is 5 1/4. No, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. The full card front. And hopefully I can get this positioned. Like I said, hopefully I could get it positioned, right? No. I'm making a video, so no, it's not going to go easy. Just try again. Because that white really shows right behind that black. I'm going to be happy with that. Okay. Now let's cut this down. So 5 3/8. 1, 2, 3. By 4 1/8. Right here. And we should be good to go. Nice. Now this is easy because there's a little border. Look at that nice black border around there. Oh, that looks wonderful. Now, the main thing here is to remember to leave the long part with no glue. Ask me how I know that. Oh my gosh. There's sometimes I'm working in this craft room and I'm like, what are you doing? What did you just do? It happens. Oh, I wanted that a little bit. That's a little long right there. Oh, do I dare? Yes, I do. Just going to cut off a little bit. It's just a little long. Which of course I cut crooked. Come in a little tighter. We're okay. Just as long as we have a little bit of black showing. There we go. Okay. Take that off. Yeah. We're going to put this right here. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to take our beautiful tag and we're going to place it in here. just like that. And we're going to take a butterfly from the Sunset Butterflies, and let's see, kind of like this yellow one right here, that goldish yellow. We're going to put that right there. Cute. Fun and cute. You'd never thought, huh, how it was going to come together, but it sure did. And just some really easy peasy sequins here. Doesn't matter what size. Right here. And let's use in there. And this is our card. So just remember, kind of look at that little triangle. If you need to cut it back before you glue it together, go right ahead. Just put it in your trimmer, trim it back. No big deal. And here is our beautiful card. You are going to love these butterflies. I've shown 3 cards with them. They sent me 3 sets, which was really nice. And just different ways to put your cards together. How much fun is that? Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.